Now, you have been shot by a gun before.
Right.
Is that something we can talk about?
Yeah.
How many different occasions has this happened to you?
I only got shot one time. I got shot twice.
What age were you when this happened?
So it just happened this year.
And for time reference, it's November 2021 now.
Right.
Do you remember what month?
I got shot February 1st.
And where were you hit exactly?
I can show you.
Yeah, if you'd like.
I got hit right here. Then I got hit in my stomach. So all this shit fucked up. Can you see it?
Yep, we can see it.
And then this one came out right there. Still a little bullet hole right there. So yeah, I ain't tripping.
Now, do you know what caliber you were hit with?
Nah, I ain't never asked.
Do you know if they were hollow tips?
I don't know.
And one bullet went in and out of you.
Right.
What about the one in the stomach?
The other one, it got stuck in my large intestine, so they had to cut some of it out. So that's why it looked like that. I had to go inside.
But the bullet was fully removed?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for someone that's watching this, that's never been shot before, what does that actually feel like?
All right, so I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of people like hurt. Not really. Okay, so what it is, the getting shot is like you watching. It's like you're watching yourself. It's like you know you getting hit, but like it's not like a type shit where at least where I got shot at. So basically, it's like you know you bleeding out. So the whole time you just bleeding out, you just getting sleepier and sleepier. But it's not like oh shit, I'm dying. It's like damn, this shit feel good. Like let me take a nap. Like that's how I felt with mine. Like I was about to go to sleep. Like yeah.
Were people trying to stop you from going to sleep?
No, I'm gonna tell you what happened then. So boom. Long story short, I was going upstairs into my crib, and I heard like, yo, you know what it is. So, you know, when somebody say that, it's like, all right, let me turn around. So they was like, what the money, da-da-da, whatever. So boom, they shot me. Boom. My mans was in the house. And I guess they ran in the house and started shooting in there. Then I guess they ran out. So I had like got up, I went in the house. So me, I ain't never been shot before. So, you know, as like, black parents, they teach you, like, if you hurt, go lay your ass down. So, not knowing I'm shot, like, I know I'm shot, but it ain't that deep to me. So, I'm on my way to go lay down. So, like, boom. I walk in the house, and it's like, I start throwing up. Once I threw up, instantly I dropped to the ground. Like, you feel me? My body was weak. So, boom. I got back up. I went in there and started talking to my mans, but, like, I was already losing blood. So, I didn't realize, like, all right, he ain't talking back. So I'm like, boom, I'm going to get us some help, this and the third. So he on the couch. So he was dead on the couch. I didn't know. So boom. I go back outside, and I didn't think, like, yo, let me go grab a phone type shit. So I go outside, and I just got, like, real sleepy to the point I was like, yo, I can't move no more. So I'm like, yo, let me just knock on my neighbor's door, because if this is my building, this is my house right here, and my neighbor's door right here. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to knock on the door, but I'm going to lay down. You feel me? So I'm just knocking. I can feel the knock getting weaker and weaker. And like I came in there. He ain't opened the door. Once the ambulance came, they like, you know, it looked funny that somebody dead on the couch and I'm outside. You feel me? So they like, do you got a gun? Do you got a gun? They just kept asking me that. So I'm like, nah, I ain't got a gun. So I think like it's a little bag they put on your hand for gunpowder and change colors or some shit. They put the bag on me and all that. So they're like, what's your name? What's your name? I tell them. Then I just remember telling the lady, like, ma'am, I got to go to sleep. And after that, I woke up in the hospital like 3 days later. So, yeah.
Now, let's break some of these elements down. I'm not a paramedic, but I imagine, you know, when an ambulance or paramedics are coming onto the scene, they just see blood, someone shot, someone on a couch. They don't know if who the person that committed the crime was, who the victim is. They just see people. So I imagine that's why they're asking if you have a gun or You know,
Yeah.
that's my assumption there
Yeah.
without being a
That ain't
paramedic.
no, I ain't tripping.
But okay, when you were first asked, well, when you're first encountered and they say, you know what it is,
Right.
where's the money? What was your response?
In my mind, all I said here was like, and I think I said it out loud, like, shit, y'all got me. You feel me? Like, it is what it is. Y'all got me. Y'all got one up. It's cool.
So, did you actually have money that they could have gotten?
Of
Are you
course.
okay? You did.
Yeah.
Do you show them where the
I
money's
ain't
at?
showing shit. I was outside shot.
And that's my question to you because you said, you know what it is, where's the money? And they just started shooting. My question is, they just start shooting without knowing where the money. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. They young. It was dumb. Young. I don't know who it was and shit, but whoever it was, they didn't do that right.
I see. And that was my question. Thinking here is, if you did show them the money that you had at the time, do you think you still would have been shot?
Yeah, but it would have been worse. So like, you gotta understand, like, if a nigga gonna shoot you, bro, they gonna shoot you. You feel me? Like, boom. See, what happened was y'all shooting me first. Now you ain't got time to go do all that because you gotta go. Versus you walk down that nigga crib, cool. You get the money, then you shoot, then you free. Hey, you can do everything you want to do. Like, nah. So that was a waste of their time. They got a PlayStation though. I would have gave you a PlayStation. Would have bought you one.
So they shot without even attempting to get the money from you.
They asked me that I have money or do I got a chain? Do I got anything? Like, you should have known I got 4, 5 chains.
And you say,
I ain't got
you say
nothing.
you got me. You say
I
you
said,
got
you
me.
got me. And he was like, you got chains? And I was like, I don't got nothing.
I'm just wondering if you would have given it up.
I probably still would have got shot.
Would that have saved you from getting shot? I guess that's more or less what I'm trying to ask you here. Just thinking back and reflecting. Of course.
Nah, because at the end of the day, if somebody want to shoot you, bro, they going to shoot you. Like, you feel me? Like, I probably got shot either way.
I was just trying to see if
a
it
shooter gonna shoot. And so if you a shooter, then you gonna shoot a nigga after you rob him.
I was just trying to see if that was
If
preventable.
it would have been like, it would have.
If death was preventable, if you going through surgery and almost dying was preventable.
No.
Could you have died that night?
Yeah, they told me I was like real close, and even on the little news clip thing, they was like I was in critical condition. I had to do 3 surgeries. I couldn't eat for a month, couldn't drink, couldn't do nothing.
Now, a few more questions. This wasn't painful at all, the getting shot part.
No. Cause so when it came out right here, this is your main like vein. So I didn't mess up an artery. I got a vein. You know, all your blood go through veins. So like this part right here is numb. So I was bleeding out through the vein. So they had to clip it. So now like if I go run, if I like do something too much, the whole leg will swell. So I gotta have another surgery. But you feel me? Playing with veins, I fuck around and the leg don't work no more. Like I'd rather deal with that shit and the leg be fucked up and they be like, oh my bad. Like, I'm cool.
Was there a chance anything could have been amputated?
No.
Okay. Do you know who called the ambulance?
I think it was the lady downstairs. Like, she was like a little sweet lady. Like, I ain't never see her, but when I did, I had my dog and she'll play with the dog. But I think she called.
This was an apartment complex, condo you were in?
It was an apartment complex.
Okay. Were you under the influence of any drugs during that time?
I don't smoke or drink.
Did you have a near-death experience at all? And let me give you the definition in case you don't know what it is, and also my audience right here might not know what it is. But as defined by Oxford Languages, an unusual experience taking place on the brink of death and recounted by a person after recovery, typically an out-of-body experience or a vision of a tunnel of light.
Nah. All right, so boom, the light thing. I ain't see a light, but I saw myself laying on the ground. That's how I knew I was dying.
An out-of-body experience.
Right. That's as I said in the beginning, like, yo, I saw myself just laying there, like, yeah.
You had 3 surgeries and didn't even know until you woke up?
Yeah, so I woke up. When I woke up, I had a tube down my throat, a little breathing shit. Then they took it out, and I saw my stomach, and it was like wide open. I was like, "What happened?" And that's when they told me.
Your stomach was wide open like you were in
Yeah,
the
wide
middle
open.
of a
Like,
operation?
nah, listen. So they to get to your intestines, they gotta go deep. You can't close that up. You gotta wait for the muscle and stuff to build back by itself, so it just be open. And then they put a little plastic thing over it so it don't get affected. But other than that, it be open.
So you could see your organs and everything?
I can see pink and white, and I got a picture. I'll show you the picture and shit.
Now, take me to that moment where you wake up. Are you in pain at that moment?
Yes.
Okay. What was painful at that moment, if you can remember?
It felt like I got hit by a bus. Like they gave me I had a little machine that had a button. It was morphine. So I feel like honestly, the hospital part was worse than getting shot. Getting shot on shit. It was just a hospital. Like I had a little button that inject morphine. So every 10 minutes it'll go. But the thing is, when you in a hospital, like, you feel me, they not, when you be like, oh, so I don't feel right, some da-da-da, they not listening to that shit. Because in their mind, they like, oh, you hurt, you're not going to feel right. I found out I was allergic to morphine. So they would give it to me, and it felt like somebody was just, like, doing this in the inside of my body, like, in my stomach. So I'm like, they like, you'll be all right, it's okay, it's just your body, like. So I had that going on. Then my side was hurting, my leg was swole. Like, bro, that shit is like hell, bro. And I couldn't eat. And I had your stomach is a big ass muscle. So you work out too long, and your body kind of like shut down a little bit on you. So being that your stomach is a muscle, when they touched it, everything shut down. So I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink because the acid that's in your stomach breaks down shit. Mine's not doing no but lifting. There's only one way they can come out, and that's your mouth. So they had a little tube that go down all the way into my stomach, and it just suck everything out every day, all day. Feel like a little sponge or some shit. Like, that shit was horrible.
Now, when you initially wake up for the very first time, were there loved ones, were there family members around?
Yeah. I had somebody that was there with me the whole time, like for the whole 30-something days. Like I had a girl, she was there for 30 days.
This was a significant other at the time?
Yeah.
What's the status between you at this point?
She cool, bro. Nah, she cool.
She's still in your life?
Yeah.
Okay. She's still your significant other?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Boyfriend and girlfriend status?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been dealing with the same person for like 5 years.
Okay. Now, take me back again to that first time you were waking up. If you can remember, what do you see, if anything?
I just seen a hospital room. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, then I went back to sleep, and I woke up again. I was like, oh shit, I got shot. And yeah, that was it.
Now, when you were waking up for the first time, were you freaking out at all?
No.
You weren't trying to take the tubes out of you. You weren't, trying to. Did you feel like you were stuck?
Nah, it just felt like I got hit by a bus. But I already remember, I remember the whole thing once I woke up. Like, oh shit.
Speaking of remembering, was your memory back like it had never left?
Yeah.
Okay. These 3 days, when surgery was happening and things of that nature, were you placed into some sort of coma?
I don't even know, but I think so because they couldn't wake me up because it's like they got to keep doing surgeries. So, yeah. It was like the third day I woke up, so I guess that was a coma kind of. Because I just remember going to sleep. From there, when I woke up, I was in the hospital.
Do you remember at all being picked up by the ambulance,
Nah,
going to the hospital?
I just remember the ladies asking me my name, and I was like, ma'am, I got to go to sleep. And then I went to sleep.
And the very next time you wake up, tube down your throat, you're in a room.
Right.
Now, you had 3 surgeries at the time you were asleep?
Yeah.
So no more surgeries after that since?
No.
The remainder of the time you were at the hospital was just recovering. It was the sponge situation that you described.
It's called a wound vac. So And what they do is like, so since this was split open, they had to get it to close. So they'll take a sponge, put it in the middle of my stomach, put a little plastic thing, and suck all the air out. And then, you feel me? The next day they rip it out. Because I guess the blood flowing up helps the muscle and skin grow back. So every day I had to do that. I was just like, it's just hell, bro. Like, I probably won't do it again.
Now, when it came to the allergic to morphine, at what point in this scenario do they figure out that you are indeed allergic to it?
About the 20th day. They thought I was just complaining. I'm like, yo, like something wrong. Like this is not it. So I had to move to a thing called Dilaudid. It's the strongest shit you can get. So you gotta take that every 4 hours. Now that shit, that's some other shit. I ain't never felt like that.
Was it a good feeling?
It was like too good though. It was like I was a crackhead or some shit. Like I hit it, then I just go. Like it just my body felt warm. I go, like that's some shit I don't want. It's too good. To the point it's so strong. When I got out of the hospital, it's like just take Tylenol. Like they ain't want to give me no medicine, no none of that.
You wanted it though.
I wanted it. Yeah. I used to take it to go to sleep. Like I tell them, hey, I'm in pain. Let me get it. Boom, they'll do it. I go right to sleep.
Do you feel like you built an addiction to it?
When I was in the hospital, yeah. Cause you gotta think about, I don't smoke or drink, so that's like the first drug I ever did, and it had been the strongest drug.
Had they found out you were allergic to morphine before those 20 days, they would have switched you to that particular drug?
Yeah, crazy thing is, right? So I think it's like opioids, whatever you want to call it. It's like doing dope, and like junkies and shit, they don't have bowel movements. So I was only in the hospital because I couldn't eat or drink because my stomach was shut down. So the reason it was shut down because every 2 hours it was giving me morphine. So on the 27th day, they was like, we're not gonna give no medicine today. Boom, I had a bowel movement. A week later, they let me out. So really, they was keeping me in the hospital. It was day 4 I was in the hospital that long.
Now, there may be somebody watching this that's just recovering themselves from maybe an incident of this manner.
Right.
Or there may be a loved one watching this interview that has somebody in a similar manner at the hospital. And how can this be prevented? How can someone signal to a medical worker that there is a possible allergic to morphine? How could your experience maybe save somebody watching this from experiencing a prolonged experience of getting injected with morphine when they should be injected with something else because they're allergic? Is there any way to prevent that?
I ain't gonna lie to you. So with a hospital, you on your own type shit. So if you ain't got nobody that's there with you to talk to the people, then they gonna do what they want to do. Like I had somebody there, I call them for a blanket. Shit don't come for 3 hours. Shit had to get up and go get a blanket for me. Like if you ain't got nobody else there, they treat you how you want, whatever they want to do. Who you gonna complain to? They just like, you know what I mean? They just trying to get the money. Especially if you got insurance. Oh, they gonna keep you in there forever because they get paid.
Now, you wouldn't have a bowel movement until a couple weeks later for the very first time.
30-something days later.
What about when it came to urination? Would you?
I had a catheter. The thing is like a, I don't know. For people that don't know what that is, it's a tube that go up your dick and shit.
Now, what was that like when that had to be removed?
I had to get it removed twice.
Care to explain?
So, I don't know if y'all know, but niggas can get UTIs because of a foreign object is, you know what I mean, in your dick and shit, yeah, you'll get a UTI. So, the way they set it up is whenever they do the catheter, you're supposed to not feel when you got to pee. So for the first week, I couldn't feel like I had to pee. Then one day I woke up, I was like, damn, I got to piss. And they was like, no, you don't. So boom. Being that the shit was in there, I had a UTI, which means it kept giving me spasms. So I had to pee like every 3 seconds. And it feel like I ain't peed in days, and it'd be like a drop. So they was like, all right, maybe we got to reposition it. So the catheters, when they take your dick and to get it out, they pull it out. There's a balloon at the end of it. They take the balloon out and they push it out. And then they was like, okay, well, we're just going to give them another one. They stick the thing back in.
What did that feel like?
It's real quick, so it's like, But the thing about it, right, I had a stent. And that's the thing, it goes like up here to your, ladies have a uterus, so guys have a uterus. It's a thing that whatever they do, it just help you pee. Because I guess where I got shot at, it closed it. I don't know if y'all watch like little documentaries and shit when the doctors got the little thing and they got the clamps with a video monitor out there. What they do is they stick that in your dick hole. It's like this big, and they go all the way up here, and then they pull it all the way back out. My doctor was like, I do 1 million of these a day. I do 1 million of these a day. It's real quick. I told him I wanted to go to sleep, so he just like was so cocky with the shit. Like, boy, I can get it out quick. He go up there. I'm talking about that shit. I ain't never felt nothing like that. Like that shit felt like my dick was getting chopped off. He pulls it out and says, "Oops, it slipped," and go back up, come back out. I'm talking about like it looked like I was like it looked like somebody just drowned me in a pool of blood. Like I'm just pissing blood. Like that shit hurt worse than anything I ever had to do. So don't get shot, y'all. If y'all can avoid it, don't get shot, man. It's okay to be a regular nigga.
What about when it came to bathing while you were in the hospital for this amount of time? How would that work?
I was hooked up to a bunch of like IVs and shit. So the doctor had to take me a bath and shit, like the nurses. I ain't like that. Like that I don't like that.
Can you describe what it was like or what they had to do?
First they had to get 3 nurses to come get me, put me in a chair, and grab all the stuff, and then I sit in the bathroom and they'll like wash me off with like rags and shit, warm rags. I could wash my own dick and shit, so that was it.
But you're totally naked.
Yeah, I'm naked.
These 3...
I got a gown. You know, the gown just open from the back, like it just cover the front.
Oh, okay. So when they're doing your arms and stuff, you have the gown on.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to do the genitals, do they leave the room?
No,
or
they stand right there.
they look away? Are they looking at it? Are they looking at you?
No, I mean, like, they look at it because they got to make sure, like, you don't get infections. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? You got open wounds. This is split. So, infection to make that shit worse. So, they had to look at it and make sure it's clean and shit. But they don't take you a bath every day.
Say that again?
They don't take you a bath every day.
What was it, like every couple days or when
like
you needed
every 2
it?
days.
Or? Okay.
And then every morning you'll get wiped down.
Was it an awkward feeling having 3... Was it females or were there be male nurses too?
All right, so it was the female, I let her do it. Like, you feel me? But the male, like, I just let him do, like, my arm and my back. I'll do the rest of my shit, like, because I ain't with that.
Would you tell him, hey, look away, turn around?
No, he'll just get out of the room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He knew the deal.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I can do the rest.
But when it was 3 people, it would be like 3 women, or would there be...
It would be like, so it would be 2 girls and a guy, but the guy just helped me stand up because I couldn't stand up. I was weak. You feel me? I ain't ate in 30-some days. So the guy, I just hold on to the guy, and the females would just do the rest.
And he's looking away, or you tell him, hey, look away?
Yeah, he looks away. They ain't like, oh, shit. Like, they not on that shit like that.
Just wondering. Again, this is for people that have never experienced this that may in the future. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a gunshot.
Right.
It could be something that happens to them and they still need a catheter. They still need these hospital sponge bath. Was it considered a sponge bath or?
No,
I don't know what they call it.
They just give you a bath.
Okay, but they might experience it, so it's kind of just an eye into what they may experience in the future. Now, okay. Looking back at how everything played out, what do you think your key to survival of these gunshots were?
Shit, they ain't shoot too many times, and they got bad aim one.
Mentally, what does this incident do? What does this incident do to you afterwards?
It's up with anybody, and a nigga, shit, I can be in the gas station and I keep a gun on me. I got a gun on me right now.
In this interview?
You feel me? I'd rather be with it than without it.
Have you received professional help mentally with this at all?
Nah, but I probably need to.
What did this entire experience teach you? What did you learn from this entire ordeal of the gun shooting, the aftermath, the recovery in between, everything we talked about?
All right, so I'm going to keep it a bean with you. Like, that's 100. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Listen, I feel like it's the lifestyle I chose. That's just what come with it. Like, you gotta understand, you never going to see the Best Buy nigga. The nigga that worked the 9 to 5 to go to Best Buy, like, you never going to see him getting robbed. Nobody gives a fuck. But when you put yourself into like the limelight, you got the chains, the jewelry, the this and the third, you become a target because you understand like the same way you wanted that shit, another nigga want it too. And they just gonna get it a different way than you gonna get it.
Now, what about this? Okay. I personally saw you in the lobby.
Right.
Personally brought you upstairs.
Right.
On the elevator to the interview room.
Right.
You look normal.
Right.
In my opinion.
Right.
Walk normal. Talk normal. You
Right.
did say you did lose your voice from
Yeah.
some car incident that you had earlier
Yeah.
today. We talked about that off camera. I don't know
Right.
if I was allowed to say that, but
I was it.
okay. Anyways, long story short, you look normal.
Right.
As if nothing had ever happened to you.
Right.
There's some people that get shot one time. You got shot twice, but shot one time,
Right.
they're paralyzed. There's some people that get shot one time, they're not here to do an interview.
Yeah.
They're not alive anymore. What do you make of that?
My best friend, that his name was Wavy Wayne. He the one that got shot 2 days before my other best friend. My other best friend was named KJ and shit. He got shot one time in the chest. He died on the operating room. So definitely one time, like you can get shot in your hand and hit the wrong spot, you bleed out. Like when I was in the hospital, it was a dude, he got shot one time. He's never gonna walk again. Like, I guess they got some machine that like move your legs for you. So in his mind, he thinking like, yo, I'm walking. Like, I might be walking again. That shit's serious.
What do you make of that? The fact that you got shot twice, you're walking fine, you're not paralyzed, and you're alive.
It just made me feel like I supposed to be doing something. You feel me? Like I suppose I got purpose to do something. I just don't know what it is. But it's like I supposed to be here type shit.
If you could turn back the hands of time, would you have done anything different in this situation?
No.
What?
I'm me. Like I can't be nobody but me. Like everything happened for a reason type shit. You feel me? Like this just made me like, all right, boom, pay more attention. Just made me move different.
What do you wish you knew before you became a gunshot victim?
Shit. What them niggas lived at.
Were you the intended target of this?
Yeah.
Whoever did this to you, were they apprehended?
Oh shit, I don't even know. I don't know nothing about the case, none of that.
Now, circumstances could be different for everyone.
Right.
But generally speaking, let's say somebody's watching this interview and they've just become a gunshot victim themselves.
Right.
Anything you would say to them?
Shit, nah. Yeah, I guess you gotta be careful, like, you feel me? I mean, they already shot, ain't nothing they can do. You feel me? Just pay attention.
Anything else you want to mention about a gunshot or question I didn't ask? People want to know about it.
Shit, no.
Have you mentioned this in your music at all?
Yeah.
In what aspect?
Nah, I just show, like, see, a lot of, like, I got this big-ass scar, you feel what I'm saying? So I just, like, embrace that shit. Like, all right, cool, I got a scar. I ain't dead, you feel me? Can't too many niggas do that, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, like, so I just keep it moving.
You posted it on your Instagram.
Definitely. You gonna see this, you feel me? I'm still sexy with it.
It was, from what I can remember, I don't have it in front of me, but it was like you were like in some sort of designer attire.
Yeah.
The shirt was open.
Right.
You were showing the scar. I don't know if you were showing off the scar or if that's just...
No, I was showing off the scar. That same night, I bought 6 bottles in 1942 in a club called Origami. Hottest goddamn club in 757. So, yeah.
How much of that 1942 do you actually...
I don't drink.
Who were 6 bottles of 1942 for?
Because I ordered one, and the people next to me ordered one. So I was like, all right, bet. You gonna run out before I run out. I ain't even opened the bottles. They never got open. Because the club ended at 2 o'clock. I did it at 1:40.
You bought 6 bottles of 1942 unopened, just sitting on the table there.
Right. Y'all can take them to the back when y'all done. I just made my point. Like, if I don't drink. So if they don't open it, I just pour it out. You feel me? This is more of a status thing. Like, I can do it because I know when I was like first got in the club, seeing this shit, I seen niggas doing it, and I wanted to be like them niggas. Once I became them niggas, I knew them niggas don't hit no shit.
So how did that make you feel? Or how did you feel with that gesture there?
Amazing. It's just like, it make you feel like shit. I did it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm where I wanted to be.
When it came to embracing the scar, was that something that you embraced right away or it took some time?
Nah, it took some time. Cause I mean, I ain't never, my body won't ever like that type shit.
What got you to overcome it and embrace it? Was it a turning point? Was it something specific?
Nah, I just realized this shit gonna be like that forever. It is what it is.
What was the reaction to that picture? What's the reaction when you do have, for example, a shirt out and the scar showing?
I ain't gonna lie to you, ladies love that shit. Like, I'm talking about, they love that shit. So I don't be tripping.
When it comes to music, though, I asked you what aspect have you mentioned this? Was it a punchline in a song, various lyrics on various songs,
Yeah.
make a whole song about it, or a
It
project
just be
devoted
like
to it?
parts and parts. I know I said this shit get deeper than needles. I hope they feel me. I'm steady ducking cops and fuck the ops because they can't kill me. Yeah.
Care to share the name of the title to that song?
I don't even know the name of that shit. It's on my Instagram. See, this is what I do. I don't be naming my songs. The engineer, he do that shit.
I'm wrapping up my questions here.
Okay, talk to me.
Since this incident, what's your opinion on guns?
Keep you one. 2, 3, 4. Just keep them on you.
Now, I asked, I can't remember what I asked you exactly, but you mentioned that you're carrying a gun right now.
Right.
And you showed it on camera. How far have you gone with the guns? Is it, for example, you go use the restroom or take a shower, there's a gun right next to you. Has it gotten that far for
There's a
you?
gun always with me. Always. When I go to sleep, it's on the nightstand. When I walk the dog, it's in my pocket. There's a gun always on me.
My last question in this segment.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on the subject of guns while we're at it?
Keep you one. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep you one. Like, I ain't saying go out here and like listen to these songs where they like, oh, they just shot 50 fucking niggas. Like, y'all do know, like, when you shoot a nigga, it's shit that come behind that. Like, niggas is rapping, but y'all like niggas ain't out here killing 50 niggas a day. Like, eventually they would have got caught. Like, so all I'm saying is keep you one for protection. Like, don't go do no dumb shit like crash out and go kill a nigga because he said fuck you on Instagram. You feel me? Because like, know what I mean, that shit dumb. Don't be a crash dummy. Just protect yourself.
And just for transparency, you're not a convicted felon.
Nah, I ain't never been arrested.
Don't have an open case.
Nah.
Or things of that nature.
Nah.